nominal account, we have also covered this journal entry. So nominal account is on the debit side because it is appropriation, or you can say expenses for the business. That's why it is on the debit side. And two, partners capital account. So when we open a nominal account at the end of a certain period, generally a year. So at the end of a year, we have to close the account. Okay. So that's why interest on capital is on the debit side in first entry and on the credit side in second entry. Why we are doing this? Because if you open a ledger for interest on capital, then in the first entry it will be to partners capital account. Let's say 10,000 rupees. Now, to close any account, there should be no balance in that account. That's why on the credit side also you have to write 10. So it will be by profit and loss appropriation account so that this account can be closed. Now there is no balance. Both side total will be equal. So this is called closing of an account. If there is any to balance CD or by balance CD, then it is still open. So we are closing this account. That's why there is no balance. It is transferred to some other account like profit and loss account, profit and loss application account. So we have closed the account. That's why the journal entry is interest on capital to partners capital, and for right of interest on capital is profit and loss application account debit to interest on. Is this clear? Hello, Hamidul. Good evening.
Yes, sir, but your voice is little like it's not completely clear.
My voice is not completely clear. Okay. Mm. It is like slow or breaking.
It is kind of slow. It looks like you are talking from very far.
Okay. Now it is slow or good.
Yeah, yeah, now it's okay. Now it's okay.
Okay. Okay. So this is the third entry for salary or commission of partner. So for salary or commission of partner, the first entry is same as the interest on capital because both of these items are expenses for the firm. That's why on the debit side in first entry and on the credit side in second entry. So partners salary and commission account debit to partners capital account, and then profit and loss appropriation account debit to partners salary or commission. After this, there is interest on drawing. Yes, interest on drawing. This is income for the firm. So partners capital account debit to interest on drawing account, and then for closing the account, interest on drawing account debit to profit and loss appropriation account. You have to understand one thing, that every nominal account you are opening during the year should be closed at the end of the year. And for closing any account, you have to write the same amount on the opposite side of the first entry. So if in the first entry it is on the debit side, then in second entry it will be on the credit side with the same amount. In the same manner, if in the first entry it is on credit side, then second entry it will be on the debit side with the same. So this is how a account is closed in journal. Okay. This actually closing entry, if you have studied in a subsidiary book or a proper journal part, this is the part of subsidiary book. So we have discussed this topic. So I think you have studied. Now it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So for transfer to reserve, now we are transferring to reserve. Reserve is not a nominal account. You have to understand that reserve is a, you can say, a type of personal account which maintain the balance of profit. Okay, generally it is to be distributed between partners in future, but right now it is a account where we keep profit balance for any future uncertainties. So reserve is created for future uncertainties. So that's why we are transferring to reserve. If it is given in the question that we have to transfer the amount to reserve, it will be given in percentage form. So you have to deduct all other items first, like if partner's capital, interest is given, salary or commission is given, then you have to deduct all of these from the profit, and then whatever you get the balance, you will calculate that percentage on that balance. That is your amount of transfer to reserve. So profit and loss appropriation account debit to reserve. So there is no second entry because it is not a nominal account. We don't have to close it. It will be carry forward. The last is for distribution of profit and loss, because when you prepare profit and loss appropriation account, what we have done in our previous class, so we have prepared the account, and whatever the balance we get at the end, we distribute it between partners in their profit sharing ratio. So for distribution of profit, if we are distributing profit, then it is profit and loss appropriation account debit to partners capital, and for distribution of loss, it is partners capital account debit to profit and loss appropriation account. So please write these journal entries so that we can discuss partners capital. First and second entry, I think you have already written. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Third entry, please write it from here. I was having doubt from the journal that you took in the last part in the previous class. So if possible, can you explain it to me? Okay, which journal, Hamidul? Because
So
we have discussed entries.
the one which was like the same one which comes in the credit side also comes in the debit side. Yeah, that one. The first one.
The, the first one, profit.
Yes.
Okay. Have you prepared profit and loss account in financial statement chapter?
Yes, sir. Can you repeat again?
Have you prepared profit and loss account in financial statement
Yes.
in 11th? So net profit is calculated on the debit side. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And net loss is calculated on credit side.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me write it. Okay. So this is your profit and loss account. Net profit on the debit side, net loss on the credit side. So when we start preparing profit and loss appropriation account, this goes on the credit side and this goes on the debit side. Yes.
Yes.
So we write profit and loss account, or we write by profit and loss. So for profit, it is on the credit side. For loss, it is on the debit side. So if you prepare it in journal form, it will be for loss, profit and loss appropriation account debit to profit and loss account. Yes, profit and loss appropriation account debit to profit and loss account. Or if it is on the credit side, then profit and loss account debit to profit and loss appropriation account. For loss, it is a
All right.
transfer entry. It is a
All right.
transfer entry. So if you are transferring the balance on the credit side here, net loss. So you can see here in net loss, profit and loss is on the credit side because it is on the credit side, and net profit is on the debit side. So for transfer of profit, profit and loss account is on the debit side. Okay.
Yes, sir. All right.
Actually, you will get any one item, either profit or loss. Sorry, I have written two loss. This is profit or profit. So you will get only one item. So at that time, there will be no confusion, because confusion is due to this two entries together. In one entry, one is on the debit side, other is on the credit side, and in second entry, just opposite. That's why it is a little confusing. But you can focus on any one and you can reverse it for loss.
All
Like
right, sir.
if you are remembering for profit, so it is this, and you can reverse it for loss.
All right.
So this is our journal entry. Write number 3 entries from here, and then fourth and fifth. Tell me when it is complete.
We're supposed to write this one?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
This rough drawing?
The rough drawing.
Yeah, the one which you just showed me right now. That's the one that's visible on
Okay,
the screen right
just
now.
just 1 minute. Yes, this
Yeah,
is
all
it.
right. All right, all right, all right. So we're done.
Okay, this is the next.
Fifth one also right.
What?
Fifth one also right.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Have you completed the assignment given in the previous class
Yes,
yesterday?
sir. I completed the assignment. It's in my notebook here right now, but I forgot to upload it actually.
Okay. So is there any doubt in that
No,
question?
sir. I think it was a really simple and like direct question.
Okay, good.
So like not much doubt was there, but however, I just made some simple calculation mistakes while doing it. So you're done.
Okay. So now we are going to solve a question, journal entry. Actually, there is any one entry left. Yes, one more entry. Sorry. This sixth number entry. After this, we will solve the question. Please write this. Done?
Just a second, sir. Just yes, sir.
Okay. So Shahrukh, Madhya, you have also completed? Shahrukh, Madhya. Okay, yes. Yes, Madhya?
Done.
Okay. So this is the question. You can see question number 19. Okay. In this question, we are going to pass journal entry. Actually, oh, it is a little bit difficult than the previous question, but yes, not an issue. X and Y are partners sharing profit in proportion of 3:2 with capital of 80,000 and 60,000 respectively. Interest on capital is agreed at the rate 5% per annum. Y is to be allowed an annual salary of 6,000, which has not been withdrawn. Profit for the year ended 31st March 2016 prior to calculation of interest on capital, but after charging Y salary amounted to rupees 24,000. A provision of 5% of the profit is to be made in respect of commission to the manager. Prepare an account showing the allocation of profit. Okay, so this is the question. Now, first thing, we need some calculation in this. We will do these calculation, then pass journal entry. The first entry, question number 19, working note number 1, calculation of profit. So in this question, if you see, we have to give 5% of the profit to the manager. Now, this commission of manager is not an appropriation, it is a charge. So it should be deducted before all other items payable to partners. Okay, so we have to pay this interest on capital and we have to pay Y salary. But before these two, we have to pay manager commission. But in this question, there is a problem. They have given you the profit after deducting Y salary, which is not correct. You cannot deduct Y salary before manager commission. So now we are going to add the Y salary into the profit. So profit was 24,000. We will add Y salary. Y salary is,
So we'll add it now and subtract it again later.
yes. So we will add it here 6,000. And then when we will prepare profit and loss appropriation account, at that time we will deduct it. So this is the profit. Okay. Now from this, we have to deduct manager commission. Manager commission is 5%. So 30,000 into 5 by 100. It will be 1,500. So 28,500. Tell me, is there any doubt in this? Is there any doubt you have in this?
No, sir.
Okay. So, okay. So after this, we need to do the second working note number 2. It will be for interest on capital. So it is interest on capital. The rate of interest is also 5%. X and Y, 80,000, 60,000, and rate of interest is 5%. So X, Y. X capital is 80,000 into 5%. Y capital is 60,000 into 5%. So it will be 4,000 and it is 3,000. Total is 7,000. Salary, it is already given, so we don't have to calculate it. After this, there is no other calculation. Okay. Now the journal entry. Actually, one more calculation we will need later. So I will leave space for that. Start journal entry from here. For this, you have to prepare the format. I'm doing it simply, but you have to prepare the format to pass journal entry. The first entry is for transfer of profit, which is 28,500 actually. Okay, we are transferring the profit 28,500 because manager commission will be transferred to profit and loss account. So it will be profit and loss account debit to manager commission. It is 1,500, 1,500, 1,500. The second entry, actually narration we write also, being manager commission charged at the rate 5% on profit. So this is the first entry. The second entry for transfer of profit. Now it will be profit and loss account debit to profit and loss appropriation account. First entry. It is 28,500. Now from this profit, we have to deduct interest on capital. So the third entry is for interest on capital. So total interest on capital is 7,000. So we'll write interest on capital account debit 7,000 and to X capital to Y capital. $4,000 and $3,000. After this, there is salary. So salary, actually Y salary account debit to Y capital account. It is 6,000. We are crediting capital account because due to interest and salary of partner, their capital account will increase. So that's why capital account is on the credit side. If it decreases, then we will write capital account on the debit side. And also interest on capital and salary is expenses for the business. That's why it is on the debit side as per rule of nominal account. So these entries. After writing all these entries, we need to calculate profit. So Division of profit. Working note number 3. Division of profit. Actually, we have not prepared profit and loss appropriation account. So we have to calculate division of profit. Profit total starting point was 28,500 minus 7,000 interest on capital and minus 6,000 salary. So 22,500, 15,500. Now this 15,500 will be distributed between X and Y. 15,500 into 3 by 5 and 15,500 into 2 by 5. Their ratio is 3:2. Yes. So now 3,100, it will be 9,300 and 6,200. So this is the amount we have to distribute. Now it will be entry number 5th, profit and loss appropriation account, debit to X capital to Y capital. It is 9,300 and 6,200. These are the first entry only. I have not written second entry anywhere. Okay, but we need to close all the entries actually, like interest on capital account and Y salary. There will be 2 more entries here. Just 1 minute. I will change it a little bit so that okay, so this is our entry.
Looking at the journal entry, it feels easy, but I think I will definitely face some difficulties maybe while trying it out.
Okay, interest on capital account debit to X capital to Y capital. Now, this entry we have to write also profit and loss appropriation account debit to interest on capital. This is to close the interest on capital account. 7,000 and 7,000. Now again we have to close the salary account. So profit and loss appropriation account debit to Y salary or salary of partner, you can write 6,000, 6,000. So these 2 entry was to be added. Entry 4, then 5, 6 and 7. So this is how we have to pass journal entry. Now again I'm repeating so that there will be no confusion. The first entry in this question, there is one additional information. So that's why we have passed first entry profit and loss account debit to manager commission. Manager commission we have already calculated here. Manager commission 30,000 into 5 by 100, 1,500. So this is written here in the entry. Now after manager commission, our profit is only 28,500. After deducting manager commission, actual profit is 28,500. So we have transferred this amount from profit and loss account to profit and loss appropriation account. So this is the first entry for transfer of profit. Now after that, we have calculated interest on capital. So interest on capital amount for X is 4,000. For Y, it is 3,000. So total amount is 7,000. This is the first entry for interest on capital. After this, we have to close interest on capital account. So that's why here on the credit side, interest on capital is written with the same amount, 7,000. So account will be closed. Like if we prepare account of interest on capital, in first entry it will be on the debit side on in the account, and second entry it will be on the credit side with 7,000. So that's why there will be no balance in the account and account will be closed. The fifth and sixth entry is for salary. Again, first entry is for passing the journal entry for salary, and the second is for closing the salary account. 6,000, 6,000. Okay, Y salary to Y capital, and profit and loss appropriation account debit to Y salary account. After writing interest on capital and salary, total amount you can see here. If we prepare profit and loss appropriation, just 1 minute. If we prepare profit and loss appropriation account here, then we will write by profit and loss account 28,500, and interest on capital on the debit side for X, and for Y it will be 4,000 and 3,000. So total will be 7,000. Then to Y salary 6,000. So this is how we have to write and then calculate balance. When we calculate total, it will be 28,500, 28,500 minus 13,000. So balance will be 15,500. This is the profit to be distributed. So to partners capital account. To partners capital account. X, Y, 9,300 and 6,200. So entry will be profit and loss appropriation account debit to partners capital, to X capital to Y capital. Actually, in theory part, we always write partners capital. But when we solve practical portion, what happened that separate partner amount is given or we calculate it. So we have to write separate capital account for every partner. Like we have done here, you can see profit and loss appropriation account debit to X capital to Y capital. But when we study the theory part, when we read the theory part, it will be profit and loss appropriation account debit to partners capital. So don't be confused. It is X capital and Y capital means separate capital account for every partner will be written separately. Tell me if you have any doubt.
No, sir.
Nadia,
No, sir.
Shahrukh,
No doubt, sir.
okay, that's very good. You want to write this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, actually the question is long, so please take the screenshot and write it later.
All right.
Okay, some students are saying that their exam is nearby, like they have some test in their school. So any of you have some test in your school or it is already conducted?
Well, my exams are starting at May 19th. So we have approximately a whole month left. and I think there's gonna be around maybe 3 or 4 chapters coming for the exam.
Okay, so in your school they have started partnership, yes?
They have started the first 2 chapters from partnership, and today we have started the part B books first, financial statement, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that one. Well, I think it's in even the board exams, it's gonna be coming only for 20 marks, and that other 20 marks is gonna be project. So this should be very easy, as that's what my teacher told me. So that's gonna
So
be part B is gonna be easy, and there's gonna be maybe 2 chapters from that one and 2 chapters from part A book for my exams.
okay.
I will send you the portions if I get it.
Okay. So if you any of you have examination or test in your school, please inform us in advance so that if you need any extra classes for that, we can provide. Otherwise, you will be doing partnership, and if the test is related to any other chapter, then you will face problem. Okay. So this is the first part, then interest on capital and division of profit. Take the screenshot of this also.
Just a second.
Done?
Yes, sir, I'm done.
Okay, the journal entry part. What happened, Matiha?
I got disconnected.
Okay, please take the screenshot.
Done, sir.
It is completed now. Okay, so after this, there is capital account, partners capital account, how to prepare partners capital account. So we will discuss that topic in detail in our next class. So if you have any doubt in profit and loss appropriation account and journal entry, because uh, if you know the concept of journal entry, then I don't think there should be any problem in these journal entry, because one of you told me that one item is on the debit side in one entry and the other item is on the credit side in second entry. That is the problem. So if you have same doubt, you can ask the question right now, because I was explaining the same thing about closing the account. One account is on the debit side and the in another entry there is on the credit side. So interest on capital, salary, commission, interest on drawing, these items. So if you have any doubt, you can ask the question.
No, sir.